Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Venza Limited in the color Blueprint. Let's take a look. Starting up front here, underneath the hood, we have the gas component of the hybrid energy system. It is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 219 horsepower, 163 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 1,000 pounds. Up front here, LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, fog lights down below. If you look across your front bumper, you'll find these little round nodules here. These guys are your front parking sensors, and then underneath that blue Toyota hybrid logo is your front-facing camera. Along to the side here, you've got 19-inch alloy wheels. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals and blind spot monitors, and then if you look underneath, you'll find additional puddle lamps and cameras to contribute to the surround view camera effect. On both of your front handles, you'll find these two double lines. We'll talk about that more on the driver's side. As you move back, you'll find all of your rear windows come with factory tinting. Approaching the back, just like in the front, we have the backup parking sensors the whole way across the bumper. Left-hand side, you have your Venza badge. Then looking further underneath, we have the dual-tip exhaust. On the right-hand side, you have your limited trim level badge. And then underneath the rear logo is the backup camera. To open up your cargo space here, reach in underneath the logo, press the button, and it should automatically rise up for you. Looking inside here, you'll find that your second row seating has a 60-40 split. You can see them on the left-hand side here. This allows each side to be able to function separately if you're looking to lay the seats down flat. You can do that by releasing these little handles on the top outside corner of your seats. That way you're able to extend your cargo space forward into the cab. Across the back here, we have your interior cargo cover. This guy extends outwards, locks into place on your little hooks on either side, and helps to keep private anything that you keep stored in your rear space so that nobody can look in through your windows and see what you have stored. On the left-hand side, you've got your JBL speaker. You'll find multiple of these as we have the JBL speaker sound system all throughout this unit. In the middle, we have the Venza carpeted mats. All the units come with both carpeted and rubber mats, and of course, being as the carpeted are back here, means we currently have the rubber installed. Then on the right-hand side, you have your interior lighting. If you're looking for your spare tire kit, you can look down at the false floor, reach down to the little tab and lift them up, and then everything you need will be stored right underneath. You'll also find this little false wall here. Behind that is where you'll be able to find access to your battery. To close up your space back here, you do have an optional kick sensor. Otherwise, you can reach up to the handle on the right-hand side or press one of the two electric buttons. One of these will close it, and the other will close and lock the vehicle all at once. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside here, you'll find your interior upholstery is the black leatherette with black stitching. If you look inwards, you'll find access to your folding down armrest/cup holders. This guy can, of course, fold away to increase your seating capacity. Then if you look up overhead, you'll find the overhead panoramic moonroof. We have the Stargazer style in the Venza. We'll talk about more of what you can do with that when we get up front. On the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, we have pouch storage. Back of your console, you have your air vents and then chargers down below. And as we said, we have the Venza rubber mats installed in this unit. You've got two little storage spaces inside your door, as well as your power window control. Back again now to these two double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your handle to lock and unlock your unit. Inside, we get our first look at this metallic highlighting. You'll be able to find a little glint of this all throughout your front cab space. Next to your handle is your memory seat settings. Down below, power windows for front and back. You've got your window lock, power lock system, side mirror controls. On the left, this guy allows your side mirrors to move in and out with the body of your unit. You can have it set to A for automatic, meaning that they will move in and out with the locking and unlocking of the vehicle, or you can otherwise manipulate it to have them fold in and out at will for you. Then we have the illuminated entryway on both sides here with, of course, a Venza logo. Power adjustable front seating. You have up front, back down, and your lumbar support. You've got your hood release latch and your gas release on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Above that, dash brightness, automatic headlamps, traction control, and surround view cameras. If you give this guy a push, you'll find that your main infotainment turns to this little look around. You can pause it at any point along the way to take a closer look at what's happening. You can also change the perspective, from which you are looking if you want to get a little bit higher up or a little bit further down. Further customization is on the bottom. To get out, you can press the little X here. It'll go back to its normal infotainment, or you can just press that button once again. Next to that, you have your defog for your rear windshield. You have your heated leather steering wheel control, power trunk release, and then of course we have power tilt and telescopic steering here. Taking a closer look at your steering wheel, black leather with black stitching here. Left hand side, controls for the dash display, hands-free communication, volume control. Right hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, including sonar and lane departure. Now on top of your dash, you'll find this little cutout. Then if we look forward, you'll be able to notice right along here, we have a couple of metrics being displayed, one of them being the speedometer. This is your built-in heads-up display. Great little built-in. You can keep an eye on some of your pertinent information without having to take your eyes off the road to do so. And then in the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at your optional navigation screen. You can choose to connect this feature through Toyota Connected Services. Under that, audio listening, AM/FM satellite radio, full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and then there's optional USB adapters all throughout the unit. In the middle is your phone connectivity rather. This is to connect your personal device to the vehicle via Bluetooth. You would also use this for all of your hands-free communication. Then, two metrics in here. One is your trip information, and then the other one is your energy flow. This is a cool little guide to keep an eye on with the hybrid units. It will show you in real time as different parts of the hybrid system communicate with each other. Even more interesting to keep an eye on when you're on the road and using the regenerative braking technology, which is how the Toyota hybrids self-charge themselves. You can see it happening in real time in front of your eyes. So really cool guide to keep an eye on if you have the option. Then we have all of the general settings at the bottom. Everything from personal profile, Bluetooth, audio, general display, vehicle information, customizing, info security apps, etc. Volume is all along the bottom left corner, including the on-off. Then you have your four-ways, and then underneath here, of course, is the climate control center. We've got dual climate control up front here. Currently they are not synced, which as you can see means that they can function independently. But if you turn on the sync, it means that they will work together to act cohesively as one unit. Of course, you have the optional Eco Heat Cool setting for this vehicle. You've got your defrost for your front and rear windshield, as well as side mirrors to the left. Left of that is your odometer trip. Underneath is your power push start ignition. Then you have all of your charger options along the back here. You'll also notice this little power button and glowing green dot on the right hand side. That guy indicates that this pad space back here is actually a wireless charging pad. Nice thing about it is it has a little built-in lip, which means when your phone's in there, it's not going to go flying out as soon as you hit the brakes or you excel. And of course, if you don't want to use it for that purpose, you can just press the little power button to turn it on and off. Then we have your parking brake options, EV mode, and driving modes. You'll also find this ambient lighting that you can see throughout here, just like what you have in your door frame. Then gear shift, behind that is your cup holders, and then you have your heating and cooled seats. You've got the green for the heat, and then the red/orange, or green and blue for the cool rather, and then red and orange for the heat. 3 variant levels for each of these. Behind that is the console space. Inside of that you have a little tray up top, and then an additional storage down beneath. On the right hand side, down below, you've got your glove compartment. Then looking up overhead, you have these 1, 2, and 3 little dots. These guys are garage door openers. Of course, currently you have your normal reflective rear view mirror, but if you flip the switch here, you'll find it turns to a camera view instead. Really cool little built-in guide for this. This way, if you have anything or anybody inside your cab space that's maybe taking up your room, making it a little bit hard to keep focused on the traffic behind, you can circumvent that problem by just flipping this switch, and then you don't have to worry about being distracted by anything inside. On top of here is where you have your SOS button, interior lighting controls, as well as the controls for that panoramic moonroof. On the left-hand side is the controls, so you can actually roll that fabric roof all the way back closed again. But on the right-hand side rather, this is the Stargazer technology. So of course currently it is on that fogged setting, but if you press the button, you'll find it goes completely see-through. Cool little guy to have. Not something you find it in most vehicles. This way you're still able to use some of that diluted light that comes in through the fogging if you want to just have a nice lit up space without having the sun rays through, or if you want it to be a little bit more clear, you can get rid of that and have it all visible through your roof to you. Either way, cool little built-in Stargazer roof you'll find in the Venzas. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Venza Limited in the color Blueprint. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.